Hi Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm here to do an energy check-in for you guys as we move towards a new moon in Leo. It's very important to check in on our energy near new moons as they are manifesting energy. And we don't manifest from the mind, we manifest from the heart. So let's check on what's going on with you guys. I will do an overall reading for all three of you together, and then at the end, draw separate oracles and maybe some more tarot for each sign separately to get a more customized message. Earth signs, I'm getting a very interesting energy for you. First of all, right now, the sky is mostly air and fire. So we would think, okay, that's not going to impact particularly the earth signs, but things are about to get incredibly earthy. Right, in fact, the day before that new moon, we had Mercury and Venus sliding into Virgo. We have a lot of retrograde energy through Taurus. We had, what did we have? Uranus and Jupiter. So lots of change. Was it Jupiter? Anyway, lots of change there. And Pluto is currently retrograding at 0 degrees of Aquarius. Capricorn, yes, it's going to hit your sign again for another few months. It's like a final wrapping up of a very long cycle. Capricorn, you guys know all about that. I've been going into it on my channel for a while. Plus, we had very powerfully 2 full moons in Capricorn in July. So pretty intense energy for the earth signs. But what I'm really channeling through you guys is vitality. I'm feeling a lot of vitality around the earth signs, which is interesting. So I feel like this new moon, mind, body, and soul, is very revitalizing for you guys. But let's get into it and see with what we are dealing with. Speaking of retrogrades, all this week and last, my ability to articulate is a little compromised, so be patient with me. Okay, you guys, from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, let's see what's going on. Okay, with my earth signs. What do we have, please? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The word wants to be written. This is about sharing your experiences, even if they've been very difficult. It's about opening yourself up to allow others to learn from what you've been through, your story, the way you want it told. Okay, interesting. Some of you could be contemplating writing or keeping a journal or even just sharing with somebody else what you've learned, what you've been through, that kind of thing. And then we have inspiration. Cool. This is number 3 in this deck. And although it doesn't slide into tarot, I am thinking of the Empress, Taurus energy, inspired. The word wants to be written. Cool, earth signs. That's very interesting. Let's get some star codes for you. This could be astrological energy in your chart, in somebody around you, or just overall influencing the situation. What do we have for the earth signs, please? We have number 42 and number 3, if those mean anything to you guys. Look at all the butterflies here. And the enlightenment on both cards. There's something that you've learned. There's something that that maybe other people would feel inspired by hearing your story. Okay. Let's see what came up from the star codes. Lots of astrology. All right. Let's see. We have the symbiosis. Well, when a planet and a sign are in symbiosis with each other, they actually operate very harmoniously. So this could be about reaching a new kind of symbiosis within yourself, with your experiences, or it may be falling into alignment with somebody else. We have the solar calm, clarification energy. That's all about, like I said, the integration of what you've been through. And then we have Gemini, cross-pollinate. Now that is interesting. Gemini is about communication. Often it is a writer. And also it is about mental flexibility and curiosity. You could be dealing with a Gemini. We have the sun. The sun's about rebirth, illumination, the return of vitality. Exactly. And right now the sun is in Leo. That's very powerful fire energy coming your way. We have Chiron. Chiron is this is coming out for everyone. Chiron is currently retrograde in Aries. And it is very potent. It's the location of our deepest unhealed wound. And with the sun in Chiron, there's healing coming, a restoration of vitality. Oh, wow. We have the moon, that new moon in Leo, but also we're heading towards a super full moon in Aquarius pretty soon. I'll do a video on that. The moon is about rest and recovery. It's also about our dreams and what's hidden. We have the sun and the moon with Chiron in between. That's pretty interesting, you guys. Okay, let's get into the reading. I'm going to use the pulp. Very powerful deck these days. Let's see the recent past for the earth signs. The Empress. I knew she was here somewhere with that inspiration. The Empress is divine feminine energy. You could have come across somebody in your recent past in this energy. It could be mother, it could be wife, but really somebody who embodies that creative feminine energy of the Empress. It's Venus. And we have that inspiration. So this person, whether this could have been an energy within you coming to the surface as well. Very, like I said, creative. And we have symbiosis. So maybe you came into contact with somebody else and they either brought that up in you as the Empress, or they represent that energy to you. Of course, take it as it resonates. I'm going to read it very generally. We'll get more specific at the end. Let's see you now with this clarification energy. Oh, wow. The Tower. I'm not surprised to see it, actually, because the Tower for me as a reader is Uranus, Aquarius energy, sudden change. Anything that wasn't meant to last isn't going to last. So if that Empress energy was rising up in you, you're putting an end to things that do not support that. Now, for others of you, if this was somebody who prompted that, who came across your path, same deal though. It's the game changer. Right now, a lot around you could be changing suddenly. And part of it's because of this. With the solar calm here. Okay. Let's see your next steps. 9 of Wands, Leo energy. This is the Wounded Warrior. It's my one more step to completion card. And indeed, in this deck particularly, it is a very kind of wounded energy, having fought through a lot. Whatever path it is that you're fighting through or that you've been struggling with is coming to an end here. And that's in the next steps. But there's one more thing. You know what that is? One more one, the Ace of Wands, inspiration. Maybe it involves working with somebody else here. And speaking of that, let me see the energy around you. This could be another person. It could just be more actions you're going to take. Could be a situation. I'll take that one. The 5 of Cups. Okay. Now with the 5 of Cups, this can be looking at all the choices you've made in the past. It can be going back through things emotionally. We have all that retrograde energy. And carrying around some kind of regret or remorse. There's something here, a sense of longing. But this kind of like sadness, right? Maybe that is also what you're putting an end to. Okay. What's the challenge? Somebody could be missing you in this 5 of Cups energy. We have the Sun coming in as a challenge. It also came in the astrology deck, Leo's major arcana. We are in Leo season, of course, and we have the Sun as well. But see that kid out there playing? Very free, very safe in the confines of the fence. There's nothing to worry about here. This is pure vitality, childlike almost. It's an innocence, a rebirth. And it seems to be a challenge because right now, Tower, 9 of Wands, 5 of Cups, you're really going through it. But it's almost there, right? I mean, the Tower comes in on behalf of us and the universe collaborating. It comes in those moments where we're like, something really has to change. And then a little while down the road, it does. It can be a little bit disarming, though. For sure, and it looks like it is. It looks like this has been a hard transition for you. Okay. Let me make some space. Potential outcome here for my earth signs. Now, moon cycles last approximately 2 weeks. So the energy of the new moon in Leo will be present for that amount of time. maybe even a little bit more. We have the Four of Swords. Interesting, you guys. This is rest and recovery after a very difficult time. Naturally, the Four of Swords comes after the Three. It's where you integrate everything that you've been through and allow yourself a moment of pause to really, it's not about understanding through the mind though. It's recovery, it's rest, it's meditation, and it's silence. So there's no communication going on here, and that's coming in with the moon. Oh, look what's on the bottom of the deck. The Ten of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, all three signs opposite to all three of you. Taurus, your opposite is Scorpio. Capricorn, Cancer, and Virgo, Pisces. So this can be, and the moon, about your emotional fulfillment. We have the moon here with the Four of Swords. Allowing yourself to be happy, maybe fully understanding or letting your imagination go there. When we have a new moon in Leo, it's about embracing that passionate optimism and understanding that you're writing the story. The story wants to be told. Interesting. The Ten of Cups is self-defined. Whatever fills those for you, and I think that's what you're determining. What does fill them for you? Love, happiness, family, creativity, joy, everything. With the moon, there's a little bit of searching that out. And it's coming from a very intuitive place in this Four of Swords. You know what doesn't make you happy. Five of Cups. That's only half of the 10. Okay, let's start clarifying. Very interesting energy for you guys. I'm using the Wild Unknown because it's such an earthy deck. Let me see this Empress in the recent past, please, for my earth signs. Taurus and Libra energy. Oh, wow. The Page of Cups. Water. The Page of Cups is like the first foray. It's like dipping your toe in the possibility of that 10. If you encountered an Empress energy, they may have, with the Tower, woken you up to something in you that now believes this fulfillment is possible. Or it was like a glimpse of what could make you happy. Yeah, for sure. We have the Star Aquarius energy. That's also interesting with Pluto doing what it's doing, because it allowed us a glimpse of what comes next before it goes back into Capricorn for a brief minute. Four of Swords is probably that. This is about hope and healing and wishes. Dare I wish? Well, this Empress energy inspired you too. That could be rising up within yourself as well, your inner Empress, whether it was inspired by somebody around you or not. Okay. What about the Tower? In the present. The Page of Swords. We have Gemini on the board in the astrology deck, and this is Gemini energy. There's a couple of placements, big ones right now there. Jupiter and Mars, I think. But anyway, this is about curiosity. Notice how we have two pages? It's like it's just starting to come up for you. It's just starting to develop, and you're curious. The Page of Swords is a watching and waiting and learning type energy. Solar calm, clarify. Okay. Page of Swords is clarifying. Also, that is about words, and we have the story wants to be written. Let me see that Page of Swords. Okay. We have the Three of Cups and the Four of Cups. And then we have the Five of Cups. Lots of water coming through for you guys. The Three of Cups is about that symbiosis. It is about what naturally harmonizes with you, what makes you feel joyful, what makes you feel happy. And currently the Four of Cups is like a pause to consider that. I believe that's why the Tower is hitting. Maybe you've been sitting in indecision, either about embracing this inspirational part of you, your ability to transmute pain into growth. That's what the Empress does. Or you've been hesitating entering into something with an Empress energy. Either way, currently that's probably what the Tower is about. It can be sudden realizations as well, like an epiphany that kind of changes everything. Let's get one more. No, that's too many. Just one more, please. On the Tower, I want to see. Oh, wow. Strength, Leo. We have lots of major arcana coming out for Leo, which is the season that we're in, as I say, so I'm not surprised. 2024 equals the number 8, the Strength card. This is about having courage and integrity. It's about tapping into that part of you that operates straight from inspiration, from the heart. And that is what you're curious about. It's going to require a lot of courage for you, but that is what this year is all about. You might be holding back right now because you're in a place of recovery. That's possible too. Let's see the 9 of Wands. That's tough with that 9 of Wands. Taurus, there you are with the Hierophant. But this is about what is true to your soul. This is the Pope of the Tarot. It's your spiritual truth. It's about your commitment to you as well. But the Hierophant can also be about commitment in a more formal sense outside. Whether it's to some kind of work or some kind of love situation. Can represent family too. We saw the 10 of Cups with the Moon. Self-defined. That's what this is. Your belief systems. And the courage with strength to answer to that. The 9 of Wands. Let me see the Hierophant. The 3 of Wands. I love this 3 of Wands so much. Because remember I said a glimpse into what's possible. Whenever I see this 3 of Wands, to me, it's like a peek hole in a boat, you know, those portholes or whatever those are called. And it's just looking out there towards what's possible. See the rainbow colors in the star, the wish, the hope. That's what you're looking at. Something that's calling to you on an incredibly deep level. And it's like achieving that wish seems to be what's complicated. Can I see? These cards are being weird. They're like wanting to spill out. Let me see the 9 of Wands one more time, please, for the earth signs. 9 of Wands, one more step. It's like you can see it, but you're tired. Oh, wow. The Ace of Pentacles, that's your love language, earth signs. Now we're talking. This is the beginning of something very, very solid. It's possible. It's a seed that can be planted and cultivated. This could be an offer of stability that you want to make to somebody. Or in that Empress energy, if you're embodying that, it can be about creating something new for you. Something that's actually going to grow and provide you with a sense of holistic stability. And with the Taurus energy, that's what it does. Okay. Now that energy needs to, but remember I said vitality coming back in? Many of you could be going through physical recovery with that 9 of Wands and Ace of Pentacles. In the energy around you, 5 of Cups, what's going on there? Oh, the 9 of Swords. Interesting, because we have the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. You could be in this 9 of Swords energy thinking, interestingly enough, we have 3 of Cups right there. That's what you're currently mourning, right? Look at her looking at the 3 cups that have been spilled over. And then there's 2 cups that are left standing behind her. The possibility of what could come next, what remains. Yeah, I think you're looking at your past with a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear and regret. You're trying to anticipate things. We have 2 9s. You're getting close to that wish. Way overthinking. This can be about like keeping yourself in a mental trap of going over and over and over your past and what was lost and what you did wrong and what they did and blah, you know. It could be. Let me see the 9 of Swords. That's a lot of anxiety. The Chariot fell on my lap. Cancer's major, Capricorn, you're opposite. The Chariot's about taking control of the way things are going in your life. It's about victory and success. So for some of you, you could be afraid of obtaining a victory in this situation. You're sad about something. And for others of you, it's that things are not moving forward in the way you wanted them to. Let me see the Chariot. And the Nine of Swords. What are you worried about here? Let me see the Chariot. It's interesting, you guys. That's just too many. I can't take that many. We'll get more into the individual signs. In this depiction of the Chariot, I love it. You can see the new moon tattoo on the forehead. Well, we have that new moon. And then hanging around the neck of the horse is a pentacle, representing Cancer's opposite energy of Earth. That pentacle right here. So what are you anxious about? Because you're about to have a victory. You're about to enter into something, to take control of your life and move towards something a lot more victorious. I'll take one more on that. These cards are crazy. Okay. The Two of Pentacles, indecision. It can be standing back and weighing it out and weighing it out and weighing it out, especially with the Five of Cups. What are you so anxious about? Okay, let me see the Sun in the challenge, please. That's the restoration of vitality right there with the Sun. We get the Moon again. What is it? Is it about clarity? Is it about believing that you can? It's coming in with Chiron, with the Moon. Oh, so far over there. Yeah, you guys, it's the Ten of Pentacles. And remember what I said about this Ace of possibility? It can become this Ten of Pentacles. And with the Moon and the Sun, Chiron, there could be that there's a fear for you that this is possible. That whatever it is that you're heading towards, it could be a who, this Empress energy. It could be a what, if you're in this Empress energy, your new life, your own ability to create this Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles, like the Cups, is self-defined as well, so it can be that you don't know what to do with it. Okay, we got the Knight of Cups. Well, we had the Page back here, so we're graduating up there. The Page of Cups is moving it one step further, out of an idea, out of a thought. If this is getting your toe wet in that water of the Ten of Cups, this is going in knee deep. Okay, but it can also be an apology, it can be an offer, it can be a confession. One more. With Chiron, there could be a desire to heal something. It could be a family situation. We have the Empress. Could be somebody that you had children with. Let me see that Knight of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. We see the Five of Cups. And as the Five of Pentacles is, or the Five of Cups is half of that 10, this is half of this 10, right? But see how that rose is sitting in a state of energetic lack? There isn't enough light, the sun, vitality, to grow. And the bloom is fading, it's dropping off. This can be an energy of lack mentality, especially with the Five of Cups. It can be a fear of losing something before it's even begun. Okay, let me see this. Four of Swords, please. The King of Pentacles, Taurus energy. But the King of Pentacles is commitment. This is very, like, the King does not invest time, energy, money, effort, all encompassed under Pentacles, into anything that's not going to grow into that Ten of Pentacles. It is commitment energy as well. Let me see that King of Pentacles, please. That could be, okay. The Six of Swords. All right. Well, obviously the Six of Swords comes after the Five. So there's a lot of energy of midway, of a transition point coming in here. This is wanting to move on from a time of internal mental conflict. It could have been external as well. There could have been a lot of fighting and arguing around you, sharp words being spoken. But I still feel like Six of Swords, to the Four of Swords. Let me see. You know what's in the middle of that is 2 swords. The Seven of Wands. All right. One more fire energy with the Seven of Wands. Remember I said the one more wand that you need to complete? Look at that wand burning in the center there. This can be conflicts, internal, external. See how it lays in the shadows around that wand of possibility. Interesting. It's the fight worth fighting. I already got that for you. What else do we have? Oh, really? The Five of Wands. Another 5. Something's happening in between you guys. Like you and you. Let me see the Five of Wands. The Tower and Death. What? Okay. The Tower comes in to clear away all of that internal resistance you have. You know? 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. Same old story. Same old story. Here comes the Tower. It's enough. No more of that same old story. Taurus, your opposite sign of Scorpio with death and rebirth. It's time for change. Because that one wand, look at this. It's burning right there. And you know it in the Four of Swords. You know it. Let me see death and rebirth. The Tower is bringing in that change. Look. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight who holds that ace. This is about moving forward, steady, building towards what you want. Let's have one more. And an offer. Making this possibility that you saw with the Three of Wands, your new beginning, whether that is a creative seed you want to plant or it's with you and another person. But it's taking that seed of possibility and nurturing it into something real. Let me see. Knight of Pentacles. More earth energy with the Four of Pentacles. This is about recovery because look what's on the bottom. Sun. The third time. Vitality. Out of death and rebirth and into the sun. You have to let go of that internal struggle. Or signs. I almost said fire signs. Could be dealing with a fire sign. You could have that strongly in your chart. But yeah, this is about holding on with all your might to a belief that you can do this. I love it. The Two of Wands. The Three of Wands is here. The Two of Wands is having made the choice to step onto a new path. It's just kind of slow and steady, but we are dealing with earth signs, right? I mean, that is your approach. And it makes sense because as I mentioned about this King of Pentacles, you don't waste your time. Okay. Let's get into the individuals. I'm going to start off with Taurus. Taurus, I'm actually feeling not all 3 signs will be read equally. I go with what I'm drawn to do. Taurus, yours is the first sign I'm starting with astrology on. What do we have? For Taurus, how does this apply? Mercury. We have Gemini on the board. This is Gemini's ruler. This can be about communication. And also speaking yourself. The story wants to be told. That's interesting, Taurus. Let me see. Taurus. And the first house, the arrival. The first house is the arrival of the new self. It's where your rising sign lives. It's the potential. And here it is. It could have to do with communication for sure, Taurus. Either you're receiving it or sending it out. We have the Enon Coli. Look at those roots. Very earthy energy. It could be somebody from your past that you have a lot of roots already invested with. Or it could go about your grounding, putting that seed into the ground, getting something going, getting something growing. Okay, Taurus, let's get you a couple more from the pulp. What do we have for Taurus? What are these messages about? They're about that Three of Cups. Coming together, union, symbiosis. One more. Capricorn, there you are, with the Devil. I can't leave it there. Let me see the Devil. That can be about fear, can be about obsessions. It can be about self-doubt, patterns that repeat. We have the Nine of Wands. And then the Moon. Okay, I'm going to move to the blue deck for a minute. That's also, the fourth time we've seen the Moon. And with the Moon and the Devil, Taurus, there could be a fear of some kind here. Yes, I'll say it. It could be that there's a third-party situation. I hate that, but it could be. Let's go to this deck for Taurus. You could have sort of a hidden obsession or fear here. We get the Sun. Really, really. I believe this Devil could be that internal struggle for you, Taurus, that you're fighting against yourself. Let's get another one. How many times are we going to get the Sun? It's that vitality I was picking up for you guys. Victory, the Chariot. Yeah, so I take back what I said about third party, although if some of you know about that, then it could be the case, but you'd already know. For the most part, it is about embracing that symbiosis and communicating about what you want. We have victory in communication. And the Sun, a few times. One more for Taurus. The sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. That's the third eye. So that can be about tapping into your inner knowing. Taurus, maybe that's what the Moon is all about for you. Because you're being guided here. And that could, with the Devil, make you feel a little uneasy about the pull that you're feeling. Let's do one more. That's number 40. That's number 4, and the Empress is number 3. We have Emperor energy there. Rest and rejuvenate, right? Vitality restoring. Remember I mentioned with the Four of Swords, those messages coming in while you're in that state of meditation. And it has to do with what you can do next. Whether that Empress energy is external or internal or both. Yeah, door to value. 10 of Pentacles. All right. Let's do a romance angel, Taurus. Feels like there could be love here for Taurus. Playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. The Sun, especially this one in the pulp where it's that little boy out in the yard. Allowing it to shine, bringing it up from under the Moon. We have that here. And also the return of vitality. And then we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal your past, you experience more joy in your in your current moments. Okay? Right? As you release and heal the past, you're going over and over and over and over it. And that, with 9 of Swords, is what's keeping you from being able to move forward, Taurus. Embracing that sense of play. The Devil or Saturn energy can also be about control. Because the lessons that we learn sometimes from the past are very difficult, of course. So we're like, I'm not going to go through that again. I shall never trust again. But what this is saying is you can embrace that opportunity. Vitality restoring, Taurus. Let's get you a Moonology card. We are dealing with new moon. So from that playful energy is a much better place to manifest in the star here. Taurus. First quarter moon in Taurus. Release control. I say no more, Taurus, although I probably will. All right, Virgo. Let's see, what am I feeling for you? The wisdom of the oracle. Okay. Virgo. Where did I put that even? Okay. Where is it? Here it is. Underneath of that. Virgo, from the wisdom of the oracle. The fork in the road. right? You could be at that decision point, all of those fives. Virgo, you can go back to what you know, to what's familiar, right? The fives are a turning point. It's halfway to the tens. That keeps coming up in this reading. And remember, I said you're almost there if you have the courage to believe in it. That's what this crossroads is about for you, Virgo. And when we get to the nines, it's like I said, the battle so far has been pretty tough, yeah. So there can be a tendency to be like, it's not ever going to happen by the book. Well, that is a very Virgoian energy if I've ever seen it. It is about dotting the I's and crossing the T's and making sure everything's been done right. But as I mentioned to Taurus, overly. You could be relying overly on those details, and it could be preventing you here from moving forward. Because again, you're like, no, next time I step into possibility, I'm going to make sure I do everything the right way, which isn't possible, Virgo, and it could be keeping you stuck at this fork in the road. Yeah, on the bottom we have 2, the sea. Remember, we see all this water energy coming in. This is about going with the flow. Let's get you a star codes, Virgo. You're willing to sit there, 2 of Pentacles, right? 9 of Swords. Did I do everything right? Did I do everything right? Because I want a guaranteed victory here. The 3rd house, which also came out with Mercury for Taurus. Also Gemini lives in the 3rd house. Communication. We have Pisces, your opposite sign, Virgo. And this is asking you to get out of that 9 of Swords, right? That's Mercury energy, your ruler. And it's about thoughts and ideas and plans and systems. Pisces energy is kind of the opposite. It's about following your intuition, allowing yourself to immerse into the energy of how you feel about a situation. And then we have the 2nd house, which is Taurus's house. Interesting. This is about cultivating things that are beautiful, that will last, that will actually nurture. It is a card about commitment too. For some of you, this can have to do with work. 3rd house can be about co-workers too. And money. It can be about money. Okay, Virgo, let's get you a couple from this deck. Following what you're guided to follow, go with the flow. We have hostilities. Maybe that's what all the 5s are about for you as well, Virgo, though. You could be up against some people around you. It could be that there's a lot of hostilities in your home or workplace situation. For some of you, maybe that's, okay. No. You could be trying to avoid stirring up any kind of trouble with the Tower, where you're like, well, if I choose this, it's going to be trouble. There's going to be hostilities and people with a lot to say. We have indecision again, Virgo. I think that's what it is. You don't want to cause the upheaval. You don't want to cause the stress of what this new beginning would bring. You could be trying to avoid these hostilities. Let me see. And that's why you're doing it by the book. Being very careful, which is super Virgo. Okay. And the broken heart. 4 of Swords is in the outcome. This is fundamentally the 3 of Swords. It could be about stuff from your past. Now, maybe somebody's going to be pretty brokenhearted if you make this decision for a new beginning, and that's why you're delaying it. That's why you're sitting at the crossroads. Very possibly for you, Virgo. Such a nurturing energy. Of course, none of us want to hurt other people, but there could be a real legit fear for you in that regard. Let's get you a couple of tarot. Hey, what's this? Anxiety. 9 of Swords. Okay. They came out all 3. Oh, how interesting. The 6 and 7 of Pentacles. This can be about making an offer to somebody. It can be about money. It can be about a payout. It could be. But we also have the King of Cups, water energy. Scorpio to be exact, but of course your opposite energy. Could be dealing with a Pisces. But I think it has to do with how you feel and what's pulling you on a truly deep emotional level here, Virgo. And bringing that into balance seems to be the problem. Okay, I'm going to get you a romancing. No? Okay. True love reading card for Virgo. I mean, that was instant. No. No romance, angel. Okay, Virgo. Then what is it? What do we have? No. What do we have for Virgo? What's going on here? Abundance. The 6 and the 7 of Pentacles. Maybe making this choice is going to cause a lot of upheaval in your financial situation. But abundance is about more than just finance. We saw that 10 of Cups, and we have the King of Cups here. So it's time for you to actually be abundantly happy, abundantly creative, and abundantly in your emotions. The 10 of Pentacles is what's in the challenge. So blowing up your stability and causing change, upheaval, and potential pain to people around you is what you're anxious about. But there's something calling your heart here, Virgo, that's for sure. Let's get you a moon card for Virgo. And remember what I said, it doesn't have to make sense, it just has to feel right. Full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. Interesting. Taurus is opposite sign. Oh, we have full moon in Taurus on the bottom. Detoxify. Okay. The energy around you and what you're dealing with could be quite, with the 4 of Swords, difficult. Maybe you've been going through a time of recovery too, Virgo. Okay, I'm falling into it, so I got to get out of it. Let's go to Capricorn. What do I feel for Cappy? Wisdom. Capricorn. How does this apply to my Capricorns? Really? Okay. I'm only taking that one. Observer. The Page of Swords. You're watching, you're learning, you're curious. We talked about this. Okay, let's get you one more. What are you observing? It could be over here. It could be keeping your eye on the star energy. Observer. And no place like home. This is like your opposite sign of Cancer, which rules the house of the home. With the Empress energy, this could be somebody that you have a home with or that you want to build a home with. And you're watching very closely to see whether or not that's possible. Let me see no place like home. Time for a nap. 4 of Swords. So you've pulled back. You're in a place of silence and recovery. You're not speaking, but you are observing. With solar calm and clarify, it's like you want the peace and quiet in the energy to be able to fully understand what you're going towards, what is happening for you next. Let's see. Let's get you some tarot. For Capricorn. Yeah, what are you going into next? 2 of Wands. We already saw that come out, right? And then we have the 3 of Wands. You've already made that choice for a new beginning. We have an explorer here, ready to step onto that new path and see what happens next. But there's a choice. It's a 2. Time for a nap. So you're planning something here. Let me see that 2 of Wands. You're observing something. Justice. Libra's major. You want to know if this situation that you're going to invest in is right for you. Is it going to bring in justice and balance and harmony? It could be. Interesting that we have Taurus and Libra. Lots of Venus energy. One more. The Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady. Careful, careful. And this is the offer that you want to make to somebody. It's going very slow, because you're in a place of recovery, and also because you're very serious when you do invest in things. You want to be careful here. Interesting. You want to make, oh yeah, justice. You want to make sure it's right. And on the bottom of the deck, I see the 6 of Cups. Water energy, Scorpio. And this can involve children. It could be about your past. But it can also be about a purity or a recapturing of innocence within you. If there's children involved, that's why you want to be so careful. And that makes sense in what you invest in. You want to make sure with justice that you're doing what's right for your family. For some of you. Let's get one more. Knight of Pentacles. But it can be about wanting to do justice to a very precious type situation. And then we have the 4 of Cups, 6 of Cups stayed on the bottom. That's the 10 of Cups. That's why you're considering. That's why you're hesitating and taking a moment to really think about things. You want to do what's right. Potential 10 of Cups on the board here, and you want to know, is it actually going to be? Some of the problem for you, Capricorn, with this time for a nap and the energy coming through could be that you needed to define that 10 of Cups. Because you can't achieve something that you can't see, the moon and the sun, right? And maybe, like I said, you need that space, that harmony or silence to be able to see that. Whoa, I'm getting deep with these, you guys. I mean, we know I do, but Capricorn, let's do this deck. What do we have here for Capricorn? What's this about? Time for a nap. Okay. Wow. All right. Oh my gosh. Healer of the ages. The word wants to be written. This could be about bringing healing to a family history as well. I mean, when I see healer of the ages and the 6 of Cups, right, this can be about healing the past. Whoa. But also with your story wants to be told, for some of you, Capricorn, maybe that's what I was getting. What you've learned through this difficult process can provide healing for other people. Okay. We have storm warning. We saw the Tower twice. Sudden changes, caring connections, the Empress, the 10 of Cups. And then we have the thinking woman. Man or woman, this can be about being very, very careful about what you invest in, right? Okay. And we have the need to clarify with clarification right there, with solar calm. It's through that calmness. Let's get you a moon romance angel? Okay. Okay, apparently we need a romance angel. Capricorn. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. That's why you're being careful. I get it. Okay. And with that 6 of Cups, for some of you, you're being really careful because you're trying to protect the innocence of a new love. 6 of Cups can be all about that. It's unfettered by pain. Nothing's happened yet. It's pure. And this time, you want to do it right. Interesting, Capricorn. Let's get you a moonology. The full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. Not usually a problem for you. Could be somebody around you that you're saying that to. Let's get another one. Full moon in Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. Okay, I get it. You don't want to act from a place of impulsive emotionality. See the bigger picture, the 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. You want to make sure it's right, regardless of how you feel. Interesting. Let's get you one more. One more, please. No? Okay, I'll try one more shuffle. That one felt really, okay. Oh, first quarter moon in Cancer, your opposite sign. Push through any insecurity. Yeah, Cappy, because that Page of Swords is standing out really strong to me. There could be a fear. You could be overthinking. Okay. I'm going to close it off for you guys with one talisman each. Taurus, where we have the full moon in Taurus. Release, control, Taurus. Oh, wow, Taurus. Change. Scorpio, your opposite sign. Allow change to happen. That's potent, Virgo. We saw death and rebirth, the elixir of life, the abundance, and the elixir of life. For you, Virgo, it was all about that 10 of Cups, remember? Leaving behind that kind of adherence to the 3D controllable things and stepping into the possibility of what you can create. I love it, Virgo. Capricorn. Come to this. Destiny and grounding. Beautiful. That is the planting of that seed and having confidence. Remember, we have pushed through the insecurities. This is destiny. And it's about keeping yourself well grounded. Well, that's true for everyone right now with all of this crazy energy in Leo season. On the bottom of the deck, we have concealment and safe travel. I saw the Chariot and the 3 of Wands, so for some of you, you could be traveling. I keep getting that vibe a lot in the collective. All right, Earth signs, that's what I have for you. That grounding is that time for a nap, Cappy. I'm just saying. And then destiny calls. Okay, I love you guys, Earth signs. I sure hope this resonated. Happy fiery new moon. I'll see you soon. Namaste, my friends.